Hey, what's up guys? It's SuperDari124. Happy 2020. Haven't uploaded in a while, and I thought this would kind of be a fun way to start off the year. I hope everybody's year is going well. Mine's been going pretty well. I've been settling into married life and just kind of going to work, still going to school, and getting a lot back into video games. Back in November, I got a PS4, and recently we purchased a PSVR, and that's been a lot of fun. And just continuing to play games on Switch and stuff like that. And one thing that came across my mind the other day was I just had this, at least for me, what I consider to be a pretty huge Switch collection, and just a bunch of games that I either beat or just never got into, or that I still realized that I needed to finish that I still hadn't. And I put together a collection of games and I put them in this bin, and tomorrow I think I'm actually going to go take them to GameStop. And they're kind of infamous for having those crappy trade-in values, but I think on some of these games they were going to give me a pretty decent value back on them. And I think I'm just kind of trying to get rid of them, kind of trying to clean out the small space, and probably games that I'll never touch again. And so I wanted to show you guys kind of my full collection before I give this nice portion of games to GameStop within, it's like 1 a.m. right now, but within probably the next 12 hours they'll be gone. So I kind of wanted to document and have a way to remember it. So right here I've got a bin, and it has all the stuff that I'm going to give to GameStop. I might be able to put it right here. Hopefully that's not too distracting. Alright, but I thought it'd be fun to go through and talk about each game and kind of show you guys what I've had over the past few years playing Switch and the other systems that I've had. One thing that I will get out of the way first is right here. This is actually my original Xbox 360. I actually originally unboxed it on this channel back in 2012, especially with I bought an Xbox One again, and with most of the games I love being backwards compatible, there's really no reason for me to use this anymore. It's just sitting there collecting dust, and there's nothing that's still playable on here that isn't playable on the Xbox One that I still really want to play. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and give it to GameStop. It's been a good run. I've had it for almost 8 years, but it's probably time for it to go. And one game I guess you could see here, first Switch game, is this game called Kirby Superstar Ultra. This was a really fun game, really easy though, and I beat it. I almost beat it with my wife actually, and I think I ended up beating it with my sister. This is a fun game, but I beat the main story, and that was good enough for me. But it was a fun game and a really cool, easy co-op experience if somebody's looking for that. And who doesn't love Kirby? The next one is a Splatoon 2. A lot of people love this game. It's one of the best-selling games on Switch. I put over 10 hours into this game, and it's fun, but it doesn't really replace anything to me like Call of Duty or even Halo or something. It's a really cool shooter, but I'd honestly rather spend my time playing a Call of Duty or a Halo than this kind of shooter. I tried putting a decent amount of time into it, but I just could never get into it, so gonna let that one go. Next here we have Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I never beat this game. It's a strategy game with obviously the Mario and the Rabbids, and it's a pretty fun game. I keep getting stuck, and I remember I got stuck on a lot of these harder parts of the game, and it's a really great game. You can get it for really cheap, but I never finished it, and honestly just never got super into it. I think I put maybe 20 or 25 hours into this game, or a little bit more than that, which is quite a lot, but I just never felt impressed by it enough to warrant going back to it. So that one can go. This one might come as a surprise, but Super Mario Odyssey. This is an amazing game, and as much as I love it, it's currently the only 3D Mario experience on Switch, and it's a great game, but I beat it a little bit after I got it back in 2017, and I've tried going back to it a few times because I know there's a giant end game, but I could just never I could just never do it. And once I beat the story, I was just kind of done with the game. And you know, really great game. I really enjoyed playing it, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna let it go. I really haven't been trying to go out of my way to play it. The next one here is Toad Treasure Tracker. My wife, then when we were dating, she actually got me this a few Valentine's days ago, sorry, and I was really hyped. I've played quite a bit of this game, maybe like over 10 or 15 hours. In fact, I'm actually trying to play as much of this game as I can before I go give it a GameStop tomorrow. It's a fun game, it's a puzzle game, but I could just never... I don't know, it's not like a super amazing game. I guess I'm just not into it. I've never been into like puzzle games. But it's really cool and kind of like a cute and fun game, so pretty cool. I'm probably not gonna beat it. Might try to do as much as I can before I give it away in a few hours, but yeah, I think I'm just kind of done with it. Not something I want to play. Next is New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I actually beat this game last night. Funny enough, this also comes with New Super Luigi U. I never touched that, but just being able to play this I was completely fine with. And this is a fun game, but I've played New Super Mario Bros., like the original one that came out on the DS and on the Wii, and it wasn't really much different, nothing super new, and I mean, it was fun, but I kind of do have a bit of buyer's remorse for getting this game, especially when halfway through the year after this came out in January of 19, and like 7 months later Super Mario Maker 2 came out, and that's like the ultimate Mario experience, so that one's also gonna go. This is a recent one, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. I did not beat this game. I played it for a little bit more than 5 hours. I actually beat it back on the 360, but I kind of wish I'd never bought this. It has like this liberation thing, but Assassin's Creed is cool, but I'm not super into it, and I've already beat this game once, so kind of wish I didn't buy it, but it's okay. Good game though. Next is Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. I really love Lego games. They were some of the staple video games I first got into, and I thought it would be cool a few years ago to ask for Lego games. And I know a lot of people like Marvel. I really like Spider-Man and like Venom and like Guardians of the Galaxy, but honestly the whole Marvel comic universe I don't really care for. So it was kind of hard for me to get into a lot of the source material with this game, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. I'm not sure how long I played it for, but not for super long, but yeah, that one's just gonna go. Next, let's do this one. Mario Tennis Aces. I thought this would be a fun game. I played a little bit of the story and even tried some multiplayer with my wife. I just couldn't get into it. I like tennis, like I really like Wii tennis, but and it has some cool like things you can do, some like tricks and stuff like that, but yeah, I just couldn't quite get into it, so I think that one's gonna go as well. Let's see. Oh, we got Doom here. Doom for the Switch. I got this quite a few years ago. I almost beat the main story, and I put a decent amount of time, I think, into the multiplayer, but kind of the same with Splatoon. It still just doesn't match like a Call of Duty or Halo for me, so it was kind of cool to have on Switch, but not super important. So that one can just go. This is also a recent one. Is Team Sonic Racing. I thought this seemed like a cool game, but it just does not compare to Mario Kart, and I don't think it's nearly as fun. It's a solid game. If I didn't have a Switch and I wanted a kart racing game, I think I'd definitely go with this Sonic Racing series. It's pretty good, but yeah, not as good as Mario Kart, and yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Next we got, this is a really great platformer, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. This game has great music, it looks really good, and it's fun, but I just couldn't, weirdly enough, I just never, whenever I would try to play it, I just could never get super far in it, and I kind of honestly found it a little bit too frustrating. So yeah, this one can go. I'm not like, Donkey Kong's cool, but I'm not like super into him or anything like that. These two I guess can go together. Shout out to my friend Zach if he's watching this. I got Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm gonna go give this for money at GameStop, but he left it here, but it pretty much sounded like he basically gave it to me. So at first I got this game, the Torna expansion for this game, and I know there's like dedicated fans and there's good lore, and these games are really well received, but these are just games I couldn't really get into. So I just think I'm just gonna let them go. Xenoblade's cool, but yeah, it's just not really something for me. Then I think I got my last Switch game here, Yoshi's Crafted World, which came out almost a year ago. And this is a fun game. It's a platformer, and it has these like really cool environments that look like they're made out of paper and stuff. And it seemed like, and it is a really good game, but it's very easy and definitely more aimed for children. And I don't know, I just kind of got bored of this game, so I never beat it. I think I put maybe like 5 or 10 hours into it. I think more like 5, but yeah, I just never had the motivation to go back and finish it. Next we got some Xbox One games that I bought in the last year, or one I received. One is Black Ops 4 for Xbox One. Good game. I didn't spend a lot of time with it. I think I got to like level 30 multiplayer, and I got the DLC for really cheap because it was on sale for zombies, but it's a cool game, but definitely not as memorable as like Black Ops 2 or the original Black Ops or some earlier Call of Duties. So next I have this Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition that comes with Modern Warfare. I got it used at GameStop not too long ago. Infinite Warfare I barely even played, and Modern Warfare Remastered I think I may have put a decent amount of time into, but especially with the new Modern Warfare, I don't know, there's really no reason for me to go back to this game, so I think I'm kind of done with that. And then recently I also got this from my brother-in-law for my birthday. He got me this Return to Arkham. I beat both of these games. This was an awesome game, but I'm not like an 100% completion guy. So I beat both of their main stories and I know what happened in them, so I'm just gonna kind of call it good there. I think my brother also, he has some games that I'm gonna get rid of for him. One of them is Fallout 76. I got this for super cheap at GameStop. I got it for him for Christmas just for him to try, but he didn't like it, so I'm just gonna send it back. I've never played Fallout, but I've heard, you know, this is like one of the worst games ever made, so not much more to be said that hasn't already been said on YouTube. And then he had 2 3DS games. He had this Pokemon Sun and Kirby Triple Deluxe, which I guess he was just done with, so those are also gonna go. I actually have a PS4 game on here, and that is The Last of Us Remastered. I was able to beat the story, and there's a DLC called like Left Behind that really goes into a little bit of background of Ellie and a little part with her and Joel. And I beat that yesterday, and I beat the story quite a bit ago. And this is an amazing game, great game, but there's nothing more for me to do in it, and I'm not particularly interested in getting like 100%. Also, Call of Duty Ghosts on the 360. Earlier in 2019, I wanted to get back into Call of Duty, but I didn't want to get an Xbox One yet, but I wanted to get gold on 360 and just to play the multiplayer. And this was at GameStop for super cheap, so I think I'm going to get like cents for this game, but I'm just going to get rid of it. This game gets criticized a lot, but I love Call of Duty Ghosts. I had a ton of fun memories with this game, playing with my friends on Xbox Live, and it was the first Call of Duty I master prestiged in. That's how much time I put into it, and yeah, despite all the hate that game gets, I love that game. And I have Grand Theft Auto 5 on 360 with the GameStop case. This is an awesome game too, and like Call of Duty Ghosts, I have a copy of both of these games on Xbox One and the Xbox One version of them, so yeah, there's just no reason for me to own them anymore. I thought I might play them more. So now I'm going to transition over real quick, and I'm going to show you guys my current backlog, or pretty much the games I'm going to be keeping. Alrighty, so now I'm back with the games that I do own, or they're a backlog, or some of these games I don't think GameStop would even allow me to give to them because of the condition they were in, but this is the current collection that I own and that I'm gonna maintain for a bit. I'm sure eventually for some of these games I'll give them to GameStop once I beat them, but these are just games that I need to finish. So yeah, physically I got some weird Wii games. First I got Wii Sports. This is a game that you can never really like finish. You can always have fun with it. But yeah, last year, me and my wife thought one day it would be funny to go get a Wii, so we did. And yeah, Wii Sports, gotta have this game. Essential. Next one is Wii Play. I've tried to give this to GameStop a time or two, but they always said it wasn't in good condition. I think this is actually my family's original copy of the game. I tried giving it to Amazon years ago to get money. They didn't take it, and GameStop wouldn't. But it still works, so it's kind of weird. It's always stuck around in my family. It's probably the only original Wii game that we had from way back when that we still have. Next is a GameCube game, and the only one. It's Sonic Mega Collection Plus, or actually not Plus, just Sonic Mega Collection. But I don't even have a GameCube controller to play this. I'm pretty sure it works, and I tried giving it to GameStop, but they didn't take it. I guess it might have like too many scratches, but it works. I've also have Sonic and the Secret Rings for Wii. I think this one works too, but they didn't like the scratch conditions it was in. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but I guess that's kind of cool. This is a random game I got from a friend, Hot Wheels Beat That. It does work, but I guess for condition reasons, GameStop didn't take it, but you can probably tell by just looking at it, it's not a good game. Then I got this Guitar Hero World. I got this from a friend in this Wii haul he gave me. Never played it, and I can't play it because I don't even have the stuff anyway, so. And GameStop won't take it. Next we got, my wife wanted this one from GameStop. It's called My Sims. Apparently when she was a kid she had a lot of fun with it, and we saw it there and she wanted to get it. So we have this game, not really my kind of game, but my wife likes stuff like it. And this is the game I've wanted for years, and I love Wii Sports Resort. This game is so much fun. Unfortunately, I never had it back in the Wii's heyday, but I own it now, and it's a cool party game if you want to feel like a blast of the past and having friends over. And some of these, sorry, they're kind of mixed up a bit. Alright, so let's start with, got a couple of Xbox games here. The first one is Arkham Knight. I haven't even taken it out of its wrap yet. But my brother-in-law, who this is his favorite game series of all time, he got me this for Christmas, and yeah, I've got to play it. I really liked the other Arkham games, so definitely want to play that. And on top of that, he also got me a copy of Arkham Origins, which is backwards compatible, and also sealed. So yeah, I'll definitely need to be playing these Arkham games, because I had a lot of fun with them. Oh, actually, another Wii game, and I got this for Christmas this year. This Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings. My oldest brother-in-law got me this one. Not the same brother-in-law that got me the Batman games, but I guess they used to have this game, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm excited to play it, and it's actually still wrapped for a Wii game, which I have not seen in a very long time. That's pretty cool. Next we got some PS4 games. As I told you, I just got a PS4, and my birthday and Christmas followed soon after me getting it. So the first game that I still got to play is Uncharted Lost Legacy. I don't really know much about this game, but considering it's an Uncharted game, it looks like a lot of fun. I think I'll have fun with it. Just got to get to playing it. And got to have the Nathan Drake collection. I've never played any of these games. I've heard incredible things about them over the years of people that have had PS4 or, you know, just YouTubers, and I'm really excited to play them. Unfortunately, I don't have Uncharted 4, but I'm sure at some point I'll get that game. Also, I got for Christmas Shadow of the Colossus. I haven't played this game yet. I had a PS2. It was my first console ever, and this was like one of the greatest games for it, and they remastered it on PS4. I never got to play it, unfortunately. So I'm excited to play it on PlayStation 4. I've heard really good things about this game, so excited to play that. Also here got Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man. Got the Game of the Year edition that comes with a DLC. And yeah, I'm excited to play this one. Spider-Man's like one of the only Marvel characters I actually care about, so, and I've heard amazing things about it, and that it has similarities to like the Batman Arkham games, so definitely think I'll have a lot of fun with that game when I get to it. Next, I got Little Big Planet 3. I've heard online that this one, I guess, isn't like nearly as good as the original ones that were on PS3, but I've always wanted to play Little Big Planet. It's a platformer, and people create their own levels and stuff, so I at least want to give it a try. And it just seems like a dope game. I always thought the game looked appealing, but I didn't have a PS3, so I never have, so I want to play that at some point. That'll be a lot of fun. And then a couple more PS4. Oh yeah, I got Modern Warfare. Yeah, if I'm going to be playing Call of Duty, I'm going to be playing this game. I really like this game, had a lot of fun with the campaign, and I put a decent amount of time into multiplayer, but if I'm ever looking for that like competitive online multiplayer itch, this is definitely the game I'm going to be playing, is Modern Warfare. And I don't think this really counts, but as a part of the PSVR bundle my wife and I got this demo disc. It's a physical copy. I don't think I can give it to GameStop, or else I would. I didn't see it as like a trade-in thing on their website, so I think I'm pretty much stuck with it, but it's kind of cool to have, I guess, if we ever want to try any of those other games. Next we have, they're pretty much all Nintendo Switch games, so first we got an awesome game, Luigi's Mansion 3. I got this on the day it came out. I've got pretty far into it, but I've not beaten it. I think I still got a ways to go. Truthfully, if I did beat it or I didn't have that much longer to go, I think I would just give it away. It's a great game, but once I beat it, it's probably going to sit doormat, so maybe later on I will eventually take this into GameStop. But this is an awesome game. Really, really love that game. Gotta beat it. Next I got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I actually have a video of me going to the midnight launch at GameStop. That's the first one I've ever done. And this is a game, I still have a lot to do in this game, but it's also just a classic party game, and everybody loves Smash, and pretty much anybody can play it that can pick up a controller, so classic, and I've even bought DLC for it, and I have a lot to do, so I definitely don't want to get rid of that game. I absolutely love Smash Brothers. Another one that's kind of like Smash in the sense of it being a party game is Mario Kart Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, everybody's always down to play this game, anybody can play it, and it's just a lot of chaotic fun, and you can never go wrong with Mario Kart. Everybody loves Mario Kart. Also, I got The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I put like 15 or more hours into this game, and I still have not beaten it. I was having a lot of fun with it though, and I do want to beat it, but when I do beat it, I do think that this is one that I will also eventually give to GameStop, but it's pretty cool to, it's a really fun game, so I'm definitely going to look into beating that as soon as I can. Next one, see, I got it from GameStop, is the Lego Harry Potter collection. This is a Lego game I'm actually very interested in because I like Harry Potter. We own the 8-film collection on Blu-ray, and I've always been a fan of it. I like all the characters and stuff, so I think I've beaten year 1, but I haven't beaten any of the other years, so I'm sure that'll take me a decent amount of time, but when the time does come, I think this may also be another game that will probably go back to GameStop once I finish all the years, but I got a pretty good deal for that game. Next is Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, that also came from GameStop. This is a really good game. It's got the 3 games in one, and I haven't even gotten through the first game yet, so I got a long ways to go on this game. If I ever do end up beating them, or maybe if one day I just grow really tired of trying to beat it, I'm sure I'll eventually end up giving it back to GameStop, but it is a really awesome game. And next we got Dragon Quest Builders, which is really great. I've never played a game quite like it. It's like you establish a village and you try to like build it up and defend it and help the citizens that come to your village. I didn't think it would be a game that I would like, but I had a lot of fun with it. I think I've put 10 or more hours into it, but I haven't beaten it yet. And I think this is pretty much the case with all the single player games, because I keep freaking saying it, is when I am finished with them and I noticed that they're sitting for a while. I'm probably gonna go look to get money for them through GameStop or some other means. So next we got Just Dance 2017. This is kind of a random pickup we got not too long ago. You know, once again, it's not really a game you can beat, but it's a good party game and probably something a lot of people that come over will enjoy, or even something people that have like no experience with video games, they can play Just Dance. So it's good. Oh, for Christmas, this is a great game I got. Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age, the definitive edition. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game. I think I've put 10 or 15 hours into this game since I got it. I've really been enjoying the story and the characters. So I look forward to getting deeper into this game. I think I'm a decent amount in, but I'd actually like to beat this game. I had a Dragon Quest game years ago on my DS, but I never beat it, but I always remembered the music and I've always reminisced about it, so I'm really happy I got this game. On next we have, I got this for Christmas as well, we got Spyro. I'm just gonna bring my sack up here real quick. Spyro Reignited Trilogy, the same deal with Crash. It's got 3 games in one. I think I've only beaten like 1 level on this game. I'm already having difficulty with this one particular section I'm stuck on, but I definitely look forward to playing it more. Because, you know, it's a platformer just kind of like Mario, or not exactly, but, you know, it's a platformer and you explore and you fight enemies and bosses and stuff, so look forward to playing more of that game as well. Next we got Super Mario Party. This is one I actually almost decided that I wanted to get rid of, just because I used to have Mario Party DS, and I've even heard from people that have played the other Mario Party games, there were just a lot more maps, and considering, and just, you know, a lot more content, and considering this was a reboot, it's just pretty bland. There's only 4 maps, and the online isn't that great, so, but it is really fun if you have people to play this with, and my in-laws and my wife and even I think my siblings really like this game, so this would be a good party game just to kind of keep around and have some fun with what we can. Oh, next, absolutely, this is the only Mario game I'm going to be keeping, is Super Mario Maker 2. This is the definitive Mario experience, I think, even more so than Odyssey, just because, you know, you have access to unlimited levels that people create in the 4 styles this game allows, and you can create your own levels, and it's even got its own campaign, and you can just have like endless fun with this game. So I decided this was like the definitive Mario experience that I wanted to keep, so yeah, no reason for me to get rid of it. I've put like 15 or 20 hours into this game. This game is a ton of fun. Even my wife has liked creating levels, and I'm sure with like a party environment this would be a fun game to play and just choose random levels to try to beat with other people. Next I have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and this is a great game. I've actually beat it twice, once on my account and once alongside my wife, and I actually would have gotten rid of this game, but next month they're supposed to release that Pokemon Home service, and I have some legendary Pokemon that are a part of this game, and just a lot of party Pokemon that I like, so I don't really want to get rid of it. I really don't want to get rid of it until I get those Pokemon out, but when I do, yeah, I'll be fine with it, like going to GameStop or something. And then lastly, Pokemon Sword. Don't want to get rid of this game. I beat the main story. I've put over 40 hours into this game. I had a ton of fun with it, despite definitely the earned criticism that's around it, but yeah, I just want to keep it. And it also got announced a DLC for this game, which I think I'm going to buy. It looks really interesting, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I think it'd be cool to keep going and see what else they offer. So this is definitely not one I want to get rid of anytime soon, or at least not until the next major Pokemon game comes out. So this is all my physical games collection, and all the games I just saw there, those are my like backlog games, or games you can have endless fun with, or some of them GameStop just wouldn't take. So I do have more games. Like on Switch, I have Breath of the Wild downloaded and Sonic Mania. On PlayStation, I have God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn downloaded. And including, we also recently got a bunch of PSVR games. Like we got like Super Hot VR, Beat Saber, Resident Evil, Astrobot. Just a lot of those like big VR games. So we've been having a lot of fun with VR, and that's the biggest thing I've been doing in gaming recently. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and that everything is going well so far. But I just kind of wanted to document this for myself, and maybe you guys also thought it was interesting. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check you guys later. Peace.